In today's class, we will discuss the pattern of the question paper. Okay. Now, in this exam, the coming exam, you will have your exam for 100 marks. Okay. For all these years, you have been writing for 60 marks. Okay. So, now what you have your exam for 100 marks. Okay. So, you should know the pattern, right? So, I will show you how to write the exam and the pattern of the paper. Okay. Now, see, the first part what you will have. Okay, that is your part 1. Part A or part 1, something will be written. Okay, part 1 you will have choose. Okay, how many choose you will have? 14 choose you will have. Okay, in your previous pattern you had 10 choose, no? Here you will have 14 choose. So that is choose the correct answer. You will have 14 questions of 1 marks. Okay, choose the correct answer. How many questions you will have? 14 questions. And how will you write that? Answers, only answers you have to write. Okay, that is you will put the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. You will put numbers till 14. Okay, this is the serial number. Okay, and here what you have to do, between the option and the answer you need to put a line. Okay, between the option and the answer you have to draw a line. Suppose if the first one you have option as B, and then the answer is rectangle. Suppose if this is the answer, what you will do, you have to draw a line over here. Okay, between the option and the answer you need to draw a line. Okay, so like this you will write all the 14. Okay, like this you will write all the 14 that will be on your first page. If it is not fitting on the first page, you can go for the next page. Understood how to write the choose? Or between the option and the answer you need to put a code. Write it neatly. Any rough work you have to do, put a rough column over here and do that. Okay, I don't want any steps for choose. Okay, only the option and the answer I need. Write the option correctly and accordingly write the answer also correctly. Okay, so this completes your first part. And now similarly you have the second part. Okay, after the first part, okay, what you do, you will draw one line. After all the 14 sums are over, okay. First part you have 14 sums, no? After all the 14 sums are over, what you will do? You will draw one line. Please follow this instruction what I am telling. If you are following, it will be good for you. Now second you have part 2. This is your part 2. Okay, now in part 2 what you have is 2 marks. Okay, now listen carefully. In part 2 you have 2 marks questions. 2 marks questions from where you have, see properly. Answer any 10. Okay, answer any 10. And how many questions you will have? That is, you have 14 questions over. In the first Roman letter, for you 14 questions over. Now from here you have question number 15 to question number 28. Okay, question number 15 to question number 28. That is 10 questions of 2 marks each. Okay, now see in this Roman letters, see very very carefully. From question number 15 to question number 27. Okay, from question number 15 to question number 27, you have to choose any 9. Okay, again I am repeating. From question number 15 to question number 27, you have to choose any 9. Okay, and what about the question number 28, last one? Question number 28 is compulsory. Okay, question number 28 is compulsory. That is, you have to attend that. If you leave that sum, your 2 marks will be gone. Okay, I will not consider that as any other question. Okay, 28 you have to write, it's a must. Okay, so from question number 15 to question number 27, okay, you have to attend any 9, whichever best you know that you write. And then after that you have to attend question number 28, which is compulsory. Again I am repeating, question number 28 is compulsory. You can't omit that question in part 2. So totally you will have 14 questions. Okay, 15 to 28 and then 15 to 27 you have to attend any 9, and after that you attend question number 28. Don't forget to attend this. Now the next thing you have is part 3. Okay, in part 3 what you have? 5 marks. Okay, in part 3 you have 5 marks. That is, answer any 10. Okay, answer any 10. Then, see here 28 questions over. Now next you will start with 29. So question number 29. Okay, to question number 42. That is how many marks? 5 marks. 10 questions of 5 marks each. So 10 5s are 50. Okay. So this is your part 3. Now in part 3 also you have one compulsory question. Okay. That is question number 42 is compulsory. Now see properly, from question number 29 to question number 41. From question number 29 to question number 41, any 9. You have to write any 9. From question number 29 to question number 41, you have to write any 9. And then after that, question number 42 is compulsory. Okay, question number 42 is compulsory. Like the previous sum, question number 28 is compulsory. Here question number 42 is compulsory. If you are not attending this 42nd question, your 5 marks will be gone. Okay, so again I am telling, in part 3, you have to attend any 10. That is, question numbers will be from 29 to 42. Then from question number 29 to question number 41, you have to attend any 9. And then question number 42 is compulsory. Okay, so this is your part 3. And now the last part you have, that is practical geometry and graph. So this is your part 4. Part 4. Okay, now in part 4, answer the following. That is, 2 questions will be there. How many marks? 8 marks. Okay, 2 questions of 8 marks, that is 16. How many marks? 16 marks. Now in this, the question number starts from 43, right? Because 42 questions over in the previous Roman letter. So here you have question number 43. Now in question number 43, you will have A and you will have B. Okay, and you have to choose either from A or from B. Question number 43 will be a practical geometry question. Okay, question number 43 will be a practical geometry question. Now in practical geometry, what are things you have learned? You have learned how to construct a parallelogram, how to construct a rectangle, how to construct a square, how to construct a quadrilateral, how to construct a rhombus. All 5 things you have learned, no? Now from the 5 things, any 2 things will be asked. And you have to write any one from that. Okay, this will be A. And here you have or B. Okay, so first one or second one. This is your practical geometry. Question number 43 is practical geometry. Either A or either B. Okay, so whichever you are writing, that you have to mention in the answer paper. Suppose if you are writing the B sum, you have to write like this. Question number 43, B. Like this you have to write. If you are doing the A, you have to write question number 43, A. Okay. So, question number 43 you have is practical geometry. Practical geometry, what are sums you have learned? Quadrilateral. That is for all the things you have to write the area also. Okay. Quadrilateral construction, square construction, rectangle construction, parallelogram construction, rhombus construction. All these constructions you have learned. So, from this any 5, any 2 will come for this. Okay, so whichever best you know, that you do. If you are doing the A part, write 43A. If you are doing the B part, write 43B. Okay, now the last question what you have is question number 44. Now in question number 44 also you have A and you have B. Now in question number 44 you have the graph sums. Okay, now in graph sums, where you have learned the graph sums? In your 3rd chapter. In your third chapter, last exercise, you have learned the graph sums. That is plotting the points you have learned, no? Plotting the points. Right? Plotting the points you have learned, or draw the graph of y is equal to 5x. Like this, so many sums you have. Okay? Any two sums will come. Now, in this also, whichever best you know, that you do. If you are thorough with the first part, write the first part. If you are thorough with the second part, write the second part. Whichever you are writing, you write that. Question number 44B. If you are doing the B part, you write B. If you are doing the A part, question number 44A. Okay, so totally you will have 44 questions in your question paper. Okay, so be very, very careful. This is the pattern of the paper. Again, I will not repeat it again in your next class. Okay, listen properly. Here you have part 1. Part 1 you have 14 one words. That is 14 choose. Okay, 14 choose the correct answers you have. Put the serial numbers properly till 14. Till 14 you put the serial numbers. The first page you finish. Okay, and then option, answer, option, answer, option, answer, option, answer. Like this you write all the 14 answers. Between the option and the answer you need to put a code. Okay, between the option and the answer you need to put a code. And then after that you put a line. Your first part is over. Now second part you have, what you have to do? Answer any 10 questions. Okay, that is you have from question number 15 to question number 28. Now in this part 2, question number 28 is compulsory. Okay, question number 28 is compulsory. From question number 15 to question number 27, you have to attend any 9. In this also, see, after each sum you finish, please draw one line. Box the answer. Everything should be very, very neat. Okay, everything you should present it very neatly. If you have this habit now itself, when you go to 10th, 11th and all, it will be very easy for you if you follow this pattern. Okay, so please draw the line after each sum, box the answer, please present it neatly. And after finishing the second part, please count whether from question number 15 to question number 27, you have attended 9 questions or not. Okay, please count it and see. If you attend extra question, your marks will go off, children. Okay, that 2 marks will go off. You will not get marks for that extra question and all. Okay. So, be very, very careful. From question number 15 to question number 27, you have to choose any 9. Then question number 28 is compulsory. That you have to attend. Okay, no other go. You have to attend that question. So, this is your part 2. Now, part 3 you have answer any 10. In this also, question number 29 to question number 42 and question number 42 is compulsory. From 29 to 41, you have to choose any 9. In this also, please count how many questions you have written. 9 questions you have written or not, please count it. After each answer, then and there draw a line. Box the answer, draw the line. Don't forget it. It will be very easy for you to count also and for me also to check. Okay, so please box the answer and draw a line. And question number 42, as I told you, is compulsory question. Don't miss that in part 3. Now the last part you have is part 4. In part 4 you have practical geometry and graph. Practical first will be the practical geometry, A part, B part. Whichever part you know the best, that you do. If you are doing the B, you write question number 43 B. If you are doing A, write question number 43 A. Then question number 44 you have plotting the points or any other graph. Okay, you have in the last exercise. Chapter 3 you have in the last exercise that you see. Okay, so this is your question number 44. Whichever you are doing, that you have to mention on the graph paper. On the graph paper also, on the question paper, on the answer paper also. Answer paper you write question number 44B in the graph sheet. Like this you write. Okay, and if you are doing the B part, you have to put the table, no? X, then y equal to 5x, you have to put the table like that, right? The table what you are putting, that and all should be in the paper, answer paper. And then the graph alone should be on the graph sheet. Okay, so whichever you are doing, that you need to mention in the answer paper. Don't forget that. Okay, so this is how your pattern of the paper is. Now we will discuss some graph questions and practical geometry questions first. Okay. Now see, your graph questions you have in this exercise, that is exercise this one 3.9 or you can take your page number 118. Okay, 118 or 3.9 also you have, 3.10 also you have graph questions. Okay, we will just discuss some of the graph questions. Now see properly. The first thing what you have learned is how to plot the points, right? How to plot the points you have already learned. Okay, that is these points. See, in the previous exercise you have learned how to plot the points. Suppose you have the points 5, 2, minus 7, minus 3, all these points. I'll just show you roughly. Okay. I'll just show you roughly how to plot the points. Now suppose if you have, what you will do, you will draw the x-axis, you will draw the y-axis. Okay, this is the x-axis, this is the x dash, this is your y, this is your y dash. Okay, and then write the numbers according what they have given the question. You write that which is the maximum number, which is the minimum number, you see and write. Okay, suppose here this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Till where they have given, you see. Suppose if they have given minus 8, 2 and all, you have to put numbers till minus 8. Okay, see properly how they have given the question. And this side you have to write the positive numbers for y. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Till whatever they have given, you write. Here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, etc. Whatever they have given, you write that. Now suppose, and here what you will do, you will write the scale. Don't forget all this because it carries 8 marks. Okay, don't forget all this. Again, I'm repeating, don't forget all this. Here you should write x, here you should write x dash, here you should write y, here you should write y dash. And here the scale. Scale what you will write? SCALE scale. X-axis 1 centimeter equal to how much you have taken? 1, 2, 3, 4 you have taken. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 centimeter equals 1 unit. Y-axis 1 centimeter equals 1 unit. This is the scale that you have to box it and write. Okay. And suppose you are plotting the points minus 3, 5. Okay. Suppose if you are plotting the points minus 3, 5. Where you will plot? First minus 3 means it's the x coordinate. X value. Okay. So minus 3 is over here. This is your minus 3 and where is your 5? This is your 5. So this will go, put a dot, round it and write here minus 3, 5. Okay. Suppose if you have to plot 4 minus 4. Where will you plot? This is your 4 and this is your minus 4. So that will come here in the 4th quadrant. This is the 1st quadrant, 2nd quadrant, 3rd quadrant, 4th quadrant. So in the 4th quadrant you will have your 4, minus 4. So this is your point here 4, minus 4. Okay, this is your 4, minus 4. Suppose if you have to plot, let's take minus 2, minus 3. Where you will plot? Tell me. Minus 2, minus 3, where you will plot? This one. Minus 2 is here, minus 3 is over here. So this is your minus 2, minus 3 here. Put a dot, put a round here, minus 2, minus 3. Okay. You have to keep a graph sheet ready for your exam. Okay. You have to do only in that. If you have paper in your graph notebook, from that also you can take. No problem. Tear it neatly and then you can write in that also. Okay. So this is how you will plot the points. Okay. This is one type. One type of graph, that is how you will plot the points. The second type of graph, what you have is, suppose if they give, draw the graph of y equals 2x plus 5. Okay, y equals 2x plus 5. If you have to draw a graph for this, what you will do? First you write x. You have to put a table for that. Okay, you have to put a table for that. Now see properly. First column will be x. I'll write it here. First column will be x. Second column will be 2x. Third column will be 5. Fourth column will be y equals 2x plus 5. This much columns you have to write. And then put line here. How many points you are taking, depending on that you have to put the columns. Okay, 4 or 5 points you take. Again I am repeating, this all you should do it very neatly and be very careful in doing, because it carries 8 marks, children. Okay, so here you have your points. Now you can take any points, negative points or positive points, anything you can take. Okay, suppose if you are taking -1, if you are taking 2, if you are taking -2, it's your wish. Any point you can take, it's your wish. Okay, if you are taking 3 or if you are taking 4, anything you take. Now see, first I am taking -1. Now 2x means what? 2 into x. So first column will be 2 into -1. What you will get? -2. Second one, what you will get? 2x means 2 into 2, that is 4. Here you will get 2 into -2, that is -4. 2 into 3, what you will get? 6. 2 into 4, what you will get? 8. And next column is this one, plus 5 you have now. So everywhere you have to write 5, 5, 5, 5 and 5. Okay. Now the last column, what you have? 2x plus 5. So these two things, what you have to do? You have to add. Okay, these two things you have to add. So this is -2 plus 5. What you will get? -2 plus 5, you will get 3. Different signs, what you will do? You will subtract and put the bigger number sign. So you will get 3. Next is what? 4 plus 5. 4 plus 5, what you will get? 9. Next one you have -4 plus 5. -4 plus 5 will give you 1. Next thing you have 6 plus 5, that is 11. Next one you have 8 plus 5, that is 13. Okay, so this will be your table. For this graph, this will be the table. And then what you have to write? Plot the points. Now write this, when you write the statement, first should be the x value, y value. X value, y value. Like this you have to write. So plot the points. -1, 3, 2, 9, -2, 1, 3, 11, 4, 13. Okay, like this you have to write the statement. Now see, again I am telling, all these things should be written on the answer paper. Nothing of this sort should be there on the graph sheet. Graph sheet backside you should not write anything. Nothing should be there on the backside of the graph sheet. Okay, all this should be written on the answer paper. That unruled answer paper what you are using, in that you have to write. Okay, so now when you plot the points, the first point you have, I'll just rub this and show you some points, okay. The first point what you have is -1, 3. So this is your -1, okay, and this is your 3. So first point you will have -1, 3. Second point what you have? 2, 9. Now this is your 2 and your 9 will be somewhere over here. Okay, extend this. Now see, in this sum you have to take till 13, okay. 13 is the biggest number. So you have to write numbers till 13. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am just writing till 9 because I have only that much space. But you have to write till 13 in the exam, okay. So this is 2, 9. 2 means the x value. First one is the x value, second one is the y value. So this is your 2 and where is your 9? Your 9 is over here. So this point is 2, 9. Okay, the next point you have is minus 2, 1. So this is your minus 2 and this is your 1. Minus 2, 1. Okay, so like this you have to plot all the points. Next is 3, 11. This is 3 and 11 will be somewhere on the top. Okay, so 3, 11. Like this you have to plot all the points and join them. And what you have to do? You have to join them. Okay, and then wherever you are joining like this, you will get a graph somewhat like this. Okay, and on this graph you have to write the equation y equal to 2x plus 5. Y equal to 2x plus 5. And you complete all this, put an arrow mark here, put an arrow mark over here. All the points you have to join properly, okay? And write the equation over here. Everything if you complete only, you will get full 8 marks. Okay. The table should be there on the unruled paper, that is the answer paper. The statement should be there. And then the graph should be plotted properly. And the equation should be there on the graph, on the straight line. Here x, x dash, y, y dash. Okay, complete all this. Then only you will get full marks in the graph paper. Okay, so this is your graph. Okay, two types you have. First thing is just plot the points. Second one is the equation will be given, or in some cases both the sums equation will be given. Okay, be careful. Just don't learn the plotting the points alone. Both the sums can be this type also. Okay, so be careful. Both the types you have to be thorough. Okay, both the types you have to be thorough. Don't think just plotting the points is enough. Not like that. Both the types, if this sum comes, what you will do? This type sum comes, you have to be thorough in both the things. Okay, so this is how you have to practice your graph. And practical geometry you all know. Okay, what all type of sums you have in practical geometry? The first one is quadrilateral. Okay, the first type you have is the quadrilateral. Okay, this one. Okay, the quadrilateral types you have. Construct quadrilateral NICE with NIS 4.5. All this information is given to you. So first what you will do? First you will put a rough column. This one. Rough figure you will put in a rough column. This one box you will make. And here what you will write? You will write rough figure. Rough figure or rough diagram you will write. And then seeing this you will draw the main figure. Okay, so rough figure, please draw it properly. The measurement should be perfect, correctly written. Okay, then only you have to see this and draw, no? Now here they have given NICE. That is NI they have given as 4.5. IC they have given to you. NE they have given to you. All these measurements they have given to you. So write all the measurements. The diagonals also they have given. Everything is given. Write that. Minimum you need 5 measurements to construct a quadrilateral. Okay, so 5 measurements will be given. So write all that, and then what you will do? Draw the main figure. For the main figure, first what you will do? First you will draw the base NI 4.5. And then next is IC 4.3. From here you will cut 4.3. From where? From I. From I you will cut 4.3. And then they have given IE they have given. So next one is the IC they have given. Then NE. NE means from here you will cut how much? 3.5. From here you will cut 3.5. And then IE they have given as 5. So first what you will do? First you will draw your NI. First you will draw your NI. Okay. Then they have given NE. This is your NE. From here you will cut NE. And here. This one. First you will finish this triangle. Okay, this is your E. That is, this is your 3.5. This is your 5. First you will finish this triangle. After that what you will do? After that they have given IC, they have given as 4.3. From here you will cut 4.3 here. Okay. And then one more thing they have given is NE. NE they have given, and then NC they have given how much? 5.5. So from here you will cut 5.5 and join this. This one and this one. So you will get a figure like this. Okay, so this is how you will construct the quadrilateral. This is one type, that is quadrilateral. So all these sums are based on quadrilateral. You need to find the area also. Now for finding the area, what you need? You need to find the height, right? Half d into h1 plus h2. No. Now how will you find your h1 and h2? See, you keep your scale like this, okay? Keep your scale like this. And then what you have to do? You have to join this dotted line. Okay, and then you have to measure how much is that. Okay, keep your scale over here and measure how much is that. This is coming 5.5. So you have to write here 5.3. Whatever you are getting, that you have to write 5.3 or 5.5. Similarly, for finding this height, what you will do? Keep your scale like this. Okay, keep your scale like this and measure. So that will give you the second height. This is the first height, this is the second height. Okay, and the area is half d. D means the diagonal. Half d h1 plus h2. Anyone you can take it as h1 or anyone you can take it as h2. Okay, so draw the rough figure, draw the main figure. And your figure should be very, very neat with sharp pencil. Okay, measurement should be all perfect. Okay, you need lot of practice, children. If you practice only, you have to finish it in 2.5 hours. No, you can't take extra time for that. After the 2.5 hours, you have to send the paper to me. Okay, in the WhatsApp. So you have to finish it within that time. So practice properly, practical geometry, graph, 5 marks, 2 marks, everything. So this is one type of, this is quadrilateral. The second type what you have is trapezium. Trapezium is what? One pair of opposite side will be parallel. Okay, so this trapezium we will do in the next class. Trapezium you have, parallelogram you have in the next exercise. Parallelogram means both sides will be parallel and equal. That will be a parallelogram. Okay, so opposite sides will be equal. This side and this side also will be equal. And this is one more type of parallelogram. That is, it's a rhombus shape. When the diagonals are given, you will put like this. Okay, when the diagonals are given, you will put like this, the parallelogram. Because a rhombus also is a parallelogram. Okay, so your homework for today is practice your graph and practice your practical geometry sums. That is the homework for you for today. Hope you would be thorough in the pattern what I told you. So please follow the pattern properly. Complete your activity also before you start the exam. Okay, complete the activity also what I gave you. The Pythagorean triplets activity. Only one student has sent me till now. Nobody else has sent. Please complete that also and then start revising properly for the exam.